Welcome to Zach's podcast. I'm not Zach.
Hi.
I'm
bored.
That would be Zach. That's him.
So I'm doing this.
I see no reason not to. So get this. I'm a rather self-proclaimed anime fan.
No, you're not.
I don't have a wide palette.
That is an understatement.
Shut up. But
that is an incredible understatement.
I should probably be offended. Anyway, I haven't seen Full Metal Alchemist or the sequel series Brotherhood.
Which is an incredible... No. What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
What are you doing with your life?
Well, it's a series that since I started getting into anime that people have said, hey, I should...
Everybody has said that. I'm quoting you.
Yeah, no, actually, literally all of my friends and family.
Even Eric, who doesn't even
watch
anime.
Eric doesn't watch anime. He thinks all anime is hentai. But my friends...
You could make that argument.
I guess you'll have the whole Rule 34 thing. But friends and family who have seen anime, everyone has said, yeah, you should really watch Fullmetal Alchemist. You're more aggressive about it.
Well, because I met you, a year ago, and then I said, hey, you would really like this show. And then you haven't watched it, and it's been over a year, and I'm upset.
Has it only been a year?
It's been more than a year.
It was like November of 13. So yeah, we've only known each other for like a year and a half.
Woo.
It feels like longer. He has that effect on people. But yeah. So then two of my friends who are also starting to get into anime, they're even
who know what they're talking about. Obviously.
No, they're even more newbie than I am. They've watched Dragon Ball Z and Code Geass.
How the fuck do you watch Dragon Ball Z?
They're working.
That's like what, 300 episodes?
They're working on watching Dragon Ball Z.
I can't watch anything else.
They watched Dragon Ball. They're finishing up Z. Then they're gonna do GT. Then that new series.
Okay, that's like 700 episodes.
Yeah, right. And oh no, that's not true. They've also seen a lot of Studio Ghibli stuff, so they've seen that.
Yeah, that's acceptable.
But for the most part, they're newbier than I am. But they started watching Brotherhood. They didn't even go with the original series. They started watching Brotherhood right away, and I brought that up to Zach here, and he just all of a sudden was, you should invite him over so we can watch Brotherhood together, and then we find out what episode they're on. So
I've only seen it 4 times. I could see it again.
Only 4 times.
Are you podcasting?
We're podcasting right now. Hi, Eric. How's it going?
Oh, great.
That's Eric.
Hi, guys.
There we don't have any listeners.
We have no listeners. Literally no listeners.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, so there might so you want to have shindigs here of just watching shindigs. That's I'm a groovy teenager in the 70s. I can say shindigs.
I'm pretty sure that's an older word than the 70s, but whatever.
That's cool, Zach. That's cool. You should keep talking about it. I want to hear more about that.
I don't care.
But over here, so that way Zach can get his FMA erection satisfied, and then I can.
There is no satisfying that erection.
This is a not PG podcast.
Well, we haven't sworn yet, so that's something.
You said erection.
I said
erection.
Believe it or not, erection is not a swear word. God, erection.
Erection could mean numerous things.
Erection you, Eric. Erection you. Erection. I bet that one's never been made. I told Micaiah. I finally, I don't know how it's never come up before, but I mentioned, oh yeah, by the way, your last name's Dunn. So I'm like, I can't believe I never made the pun around her before, but she was like, are you done? And I was like, no, that's Eric. And she's like, what?
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I never told you.
What are they selling? Chocolates.
I have AA batteries.
There are AA batteries just laying around the house randomly.
Yeah.
We should probably throw those away then.
I see no problems with throwing them away. Anyway, FMA.
Watch it now. Hey, the TV's right there. And it's on Netflix, I think.
No, it's not. Cough. Yeah, that's how Brett. That's how Brett and Kevin are watching it. And no, but we're not gonna do that. Oh, thank you for that noise. I could hear it. It was agony. It was.
Oh, I can't reach that.
You are a mess.
My life is a mess.
That's the best way to describe it. No, this one's a good one here. And yes, your erection will be satisfied, and I can finally
it won't be satisfied. I already told you, there's no satisfying that.
It's insatiable.
And then I can finally see it, and I can be part of conversations of, hey, wasn't that good? Yeah, that was pretty good. And then we change the topic.
Yeah.
But you know what I can talk about for hours?
No.
One Piece.
No, that's
God. One Piece is so good.
Not something
it is such a fantastic. And you know what? No. I will speak high and low about how great it is. But when people say, yeah, I'm gonna start watching that, my reaction is literally, don't start watching it because it's so long. You're gonna get jaded to it. But I'd be very happy to suggest highlight episodes and just big key moments and get you past all the filler.
Or you could just not watch any of it. That's a great decision.
Because you want them to read it. The manga's even better than the anime, so yes,
I can't read.
You can't read?
Well, I can read, just not that.
That is
not that.
You should probably get that checked out if you can't read. You probably should have learned that when you were like 6. No, it was just one of those.
Too mainstream.
Reading is too mainstream?
Yeah, everybody can read, so it's like, why bother?
Why be a part of that?
It's been done before.
It's been done before, so there's no point in trying. Are you brain?
Am I stupid?
Well, yes, but what's going on?
I can't. It wasn't one through it.
Is the TV
What won't do
on?
it?
Yeah, the TV's on.
I don't think the TV's on.
Check it out. See, look.
Is it on the right component?
Yep, it's on 1. It's
Dude,
plugged into 1.
We were literally just watching Archer, but like 10 minutes before you came in.
Is the Xbox on?
Yep.
Did you try turning it on and off again?
No. I guess I can do that.
If that works, I'm gonna be upset.
Technological genius.
Guru.
Genius.
You know what other anime I made Zach watch recently was
You didn't make me.
yeah, you kind of refused.
I watched it willingly.
Cough.
Just kind of like how I watched Princess Jellyfish. I was just kind of there and it was on.
That's true. I made him watch Love, Chunibyo, and Other Delusions because it's a slice of life with a lot of imaginative, I guess, fantasy battle scenes.
Yeah, it was alright. I didn't hate it.
You didn't totally hate it, right?
I didn't like it that much either.
Right, no, that's understandable.
I'm very indifferent to it.
You aren't a fan of modern day anime. You aren't a fan of slice of life. So slice of lives.
That sounds psychotic.
Slice of life.
Serial killer.
It's like slice of lives, the serial killer story.
That sounds like an actual good horror movie title.
I don't think so, but yeah, you actually laughed at a few things, and yeah, it was a better reaction.
I laughed at my own commentary more.
It was a better reaction than I was anticipating, so I consider it a success. That's my juice jug.
I don't.
I
deal with it.
I drink juice by the bottle. I don't drink juice by the glass.
Well, that's not. No, I don't care. Ooh, Sponge Out of Water. What was that?
That was the new SpongeBob.
I know
movie.
it's the new SpongeBob movie. I haven't seen it yet.
Good.
I don't plan it.
I heard it was alright.
It's good? Wait, you saw?
No, I said good. You didn't see it yet.
Oh, that's good. I thought you said it's good. I'm like, you seriously saw an animated movie voluntarily by yourself?
About SpongeBob, which is geared towards children?
I never watched SpongeBob.
Eric assumes all animations are geared towards children.
Because they are.
Well,
I don't think so.
all.
Except for The Simpsons. I like The Simpsons.
But that's not good for children, clearly.
But it's an animation.
So, good point.
And I guess by association, the one animated movie you liked was Simpsons movie.
I remember when that was new. That was
a big deal.
That was delightful for some of these kids at my high school.
Really?
Yeah. Because remember, there's that scene in like the beginning where he's riding the skateboard naked.
Yeah.
And then it's like everything's conveniently blocking his genitalia.
Until the very end.
It came out when we were in 5th grade, so it was like, ooh.
That was 5th grade? No, that wasn't 5th grade.
No, it was early. It was like.
No, SpongeBob movie came out when we were.
Not SpongeBob. I'm talking about the Simpsons movie.
No, I know. But SpongeBob movie came out when we were in 4th grade, and Simpsons movie wasn't for like 3 or 4 years after that.
No, it was definitely in middle school. Or it was definitely in grade school.
Look it up right now.
It was definitely.
Fella's argument.
It was definitely 6th grade or 7th. No, it's 5th or 6th grade.
Now you're changing. No, 5th grade. We were in 5th grade in 2005.
Yeah.
It came out in like 2008.
It came out in like 2000. No, it did not.
Yeah.
2008 was.
Probably 2007. 2007.
No, it wasn't 2007.
2007 is my final.
It was when I still knew. It was when I still knew these people, and I haven't.
So your final answer 2007.
Yes, and Zach's is 2005.
It's 2007.
Fuck you.
Recognize. I want to see some bowing happening right now.
That's not gonna happen. Is this zombies?
Yeah.
Zombies.
Some
What's a
zombies.
good movie?
What?
Interstellar. You should watch.
Oh my god,
is
that
it
movie's so good.
I heard it was good. Yeah.
It permed my hair.
Wait, what?
It permed my hair. It was good.
It was
It
really
permed your hair?
You haven't heard me say that before?
I have never
not.
heard you say that.
I really
No.
haven't.
It permed my hair. That's what it did.
Boy, that was so good. It really permed my hair.
Yeah.
Is that like a common expression, or is that you being a dork?
I don't know anymore. I don't know.
I've never heard it, so clearly it's not common.
Of all of your Zach-isms, like I said before, my favorite is when someone says something and you just respond with, sounds like a personal problem. Like, I was like, oh, wait, this isn't the right controller. Sounds like a personal problem. Like,
I know, I'm great.
And modest. It's so sarcastic and yet indifferent. It makes me laugh. You know, Zach's been saying that for a film major, I haven't seen enough films.
When did I say that?
On the car ride.
What did I...
And then we transitioned it into Fallon, who's seen even less than I have.
Yeah.
You're lacking all the classic war movies.
I never said that to you. Yeah. I said Fallon has seen a surprisingly small amount of films.
Oh, no, you're right. I take that back. I think you sarcastically said, oh, geez, you haven't seen enough and you're a film major. But you weren't serious about it.
What the hell? What major or what film were we talking about?
It was on the way back from Sendix.
Well, it wasn't the producers, because I know you saw that one.
How would the producers have come up organically in conversation?
Because it's the greatest freaking movie in America.
For those of you who haven't seen the producers, there is a song number entitled "Springtime for Hitler,"
which sums up how great the movie is.
Springtime for Hitler. No,
it is on. I looked on the list of the 100 best comedies ever made, and that was number 14.
14?
Yeah.
I would certainly put it on the list of top 100, but I would not put it that high.
Oh, it was so good.
It was Mel Brooks' first film?
First movie.
First film,
and Gene Wilder's first starring role.
Kind of his first acting starring role. And naturally, you know, if Gene Wilder's in it, there's going to be song numbers. Except...
no, not really. He didn't sing it. There was only one musical number in that. In the original.
Oh,
not counting the Broadway musical.
Right, except for that part, yeah. The movie's basically about two guys who try to scam their way into making a very poor musical in hopes that it'll crash, but they'll still get money for it.
And it's such a great movie, and you should all see it. It's required viewing.
That's not required viewing. But I think for a Gene Wilder movie, the one I can think of that didn't have any musical numbers was Blazing Saddles. Of the ones I've seen, I should say.
I was gonna say, didn't
I don't think Willy Wonka.
I'm pretty sure I'm wrong though. No, Willy Wonka definitely has.
That was
yeah. I know in The Little Prince there's a bunch of musical numbers.
The Little Prince, isn't that like a very old folk tale?
Well, it's a French children's book, but there's a musical movie with Gene Wilder in it as a fox, and it's really funny.
Oh.
Because it's Gene Wilder as a fox.
Speaking of that, though, they're making that into an animated movie.
I saw the trailer.
I saw the trailer and it looked pretty good. And
I'm kind of excited, but it was in French.
Yeah, that was the only problem. It's like I don't know what you're saying. It's like watching. Speaking of anime,
I took 4 years of French. Don't know anything.
Donde está la biblioteca? Hey Eric, how much Spanish have you retained?
Dude, Alex, I'm a Spanish wizard.
You are a Spanish snail.
Yeah,
because you're so slow to class.
I can get by.
No, you can't.
Get by where and what, like?
The Spanish market.
The Spanish market?
So where they already speak English.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Well, when I went to Costa Rica, I mean, obviously I went to the touristy parts, but yeah, it was more common. Like they spoke to you in English, assuming that you didn't speak any Spanish.
It's all should be.
And then you just show them up and then start talking in French. Yeah. And then be like, well, I'm just lost.
I don't know what's going on. What was bizarre, though, what was off-putting, this is probably going to be racist in some degree, but a block from where my house was, there was this convenience store where they sold, drinks, foods, everything. But the owners spoke Spanish, like very, very, very fluently, but they looked Korean. So it was kind of like, I'm seeing them, and they're speaking Spanish to me, but it's like, what? This is I'm from small town Wisconsin. This doesn't happen there. It was, yeah, like I said, that was probably offensive to some degree, but
I thought you were gonna say something about subtitles.
All your listeners probably don't care.
Yeah, all 0 of them.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All 0 of our listeners are probably pretty entertained right now.
Yeah, I agree. Crap, what was I gonna say? It was before we went to the whole Spanish language thing. Whatever.
I don't know what happens. I'm delirious. I don't know what's going on.
I could have told you that. You know who else is delirious? Eddie Murphy.
I don't get it.
That was one of his stand-up routines from back in the 70s. Like,
Sorry, we don't know the standard routines of Eddie Murphy from the 70s. Like
well, I know.
They can't. The producers isn't required viewing, but knowing Eddie Murphy's 1970s career, that's required.
Yeah, it was all of his stand-up routines when he was flying high on coke. Like, have you guys ever heard of Eddie Murphy Raw?
Nope.
That was another one.
No, that sounds like a porno.
But what? Yeah, it actually does, or like a porn star or something.
No, it's a porno.
But no, it was one of his stand-up routines, and I haven't seen that one, but my parents said that it wasn't as good as Delirious. Delirious was fantastic as long as you're okay
Delirious?
with. Oh. Wow. Wow.
What?
No, just as long as you're okay with his style of humor. It's just basically him walking around the stage, throwing around a bunch of F-bombs and telling stories about his life.
Which is basically
half the
all comedy in the world, just about.
Oh yeah, but I think that's a necessity. Like a comedian tells life stories.
A comedian knows how to use the F-bomb. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I can tell. But no, like a comedian has to use life stories for humor, at least partly because
for this
unique.
next joke, I went camping. Have you ever seen Jim Gaffigan's tours? They're great.
No, I'm not a fan of Jim Gaffigan. I mean, I've nothing against the guy, but what? Because I'm a Nazi? That's why. That's exactly why.
I knew it the whole time.
I'm an offspring of the Third Reich. But there you go. But Brian Regan has a very clean routine. I mean, he says like "what in the hell" a few times, but that's seriously.
What in the hell are you listening to?
No, he has this thing. Is like from Epitome of Hyperbole. He talks about pamphlets and when writers use the phrase "when one thing led to another," he's like, what in the hell kind of lazy ass writing is that? As the writer, aren't you supposed to tell me how one thing led to another? Then he goes on to say like. As a young man, Adolf Hitler was rejected in his application to art school. One thing led to another, and the United States dropped 2 atomic bombs on the sovereign nation of Japan. It's like I can get behind that mentality. It's like one thing led to another. That's very, very cheap, and it's saying that the American attention span is very short.
Oh, I mean,
which it is.
My attention span is not as average, I'd say. Ooh, go up the stairs.
Zach, most of the times that you talk, it's like, but why do you? I don't care.
That's great.
Not even a little.
You're just jealous of my talking ability.
Yes, I'm jealous of your talking ability.
You guys heard it. He's jealous.
He admitted it.
I would like to
on record. This is on
statement.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were here at the house when they were talking about it, but Colin and Zach were like really excited for the new bridge that was built by the Union.
Oh yeah.
They were like so excited about that, and like Colin was saying, "Yeah, we're gonna go visit it." No, Zach was saying, "You're gonna go visit it later," and like,
no, that was Colin. That was like, "Holy shit, let's go visit it later." And then Evan was there too, and it was like, "Yeah, I was already on it because I was like,
that's right from work.
I saw it on Facebook from one of my friends at work." And he's like, it's so weird to not be getting yelled at or something while like crossing this bridge because it's under construction all summer. Right.
And what's so great about it?
For the last 4 years.
I don't know.
Because it's an elevated platform.
They were just so excited to cross a freaking bridge.
I didn't even go to it. I haven't even been there.
Go by a river, throw a big stick over it. Not a river, a creek, throw a big stick over it and walk, and it's the same thing.
Debatable.
No, but it was
highly debatable.
I'm pretty sure it's the exact same thing actually. Like that bridge is actually just like curved.
Colin was the most excited though.
Yeah, he was.
Because everyone was like, "Yeah, I already crossed it," and then I was like, "Well, I'm kind of jealous," and then Colin just started freaking out, like, "Let's go visit it today."
I'm like, it's a bridge. I mean, admittedly, the building connects to. I'm sure it's kind of empty right now, but
I walked past it and there's like construction in it.
Oh, they're still working on the inside. It does look nice, and hello.
It's supposed to be open eventually.
What was I saying? Oh, but the Brett, Kevin, and I walked by it one time, and there was that one staircase, like that one, like outside, like the staircase leading up to the building, and it makes it look very elegant. Although I'm pretty sure everything in front of it's going to be a parking lot. It looks like it'll be a parking lot space.
I don't think that. I think they're building something else there.
Are they?
Supposedly. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised. But well, I mean, I'm not surprised that we're all excited for the bridge because
it's so exciting.
You're an architect.
That doesn't have anything to do
Major.
with this. No, it's civil engineers that get more excited than I do.
Wait,
I'm more excited about the building. Oh.
Seriously, we can drive or walk anywhere, and if there are buildings, Zach will critique them. He'll walk by.
I critique anything. It doesn't even have to be a building.
Yeah, that's kind of true. But buildings, you're very vocal about. You'll go like, "Oh God, that's such an ugly building," or His exact words from a car ride today. He said, "Oh God, I hate that building." I'm just kidding. It actually looks kind of nice. It's like he completely.
I don't even remember. Wait,
you changed your mind mid-sentence.
I'm trying to think of what building that was because I remember saying that.
I have no idea which one you were talking about, but yeah, that definitely happened. I was just amazed. Like, so you kind of made a judgment at a first nanosecond of a glance, and then when you actually got a good look at it, you changed your mind. It's like.
Or maybe I was just like, I don't know. Maybe I was like,
a scrub.
Maybe that building looks terrible in comparison to everything around it. But on its own, I guess it could look alright.
I guess that makes sense.
It probably wasn't as ugly as half the projects in my studio.
You have squares in your studio.
No, that was last semester. This year we had cemeteries. So yes, more squares.
I did actually
stuck out of the ground.
I did actually walk through the architecture building a couple times to see if you were there, but like the 3 times I did it, you just happened to not be in the studio.
I'm not in there that often because I try to like not work.
I do my best to not work.
I do my best to do as little as possible. I try for the minimum.
You should be a motivational speaker talking to like 10-year-olds.
C's get degrees.
I actually
you sound like Alex Tino.
No, I got that from him. Like,
now you're flattering me. I'm your inspiration.
Oh, I don't take it seriously. It's just more Lovecraft. I failed that test. Oh, well, no, I haven't failed any. No, that's not true.
Yeah, you're a failure.
I have failed very few tests.
You're talking, Alex.
And those were in the freaking psychology, elementary psychology, which is basically taking English, putting math into it, and getting rid of all the numbers and using only variables and saying, hey, make a sentence. You using only math variables. It is so freaking complicated and stupid, and I didn't like it. But that aside,
still
I used
failure.
Okay, Mom. But the point is,
I have no son. I'm not a mother anymore.
But do you have a moon?
Not to you. Oh God! And then our listeners, what little listeners we had, were immediately incinerated.
I'm rather afraid for my life right now.
You should be.
Yeah, that pun was awful, and you should feel bad.
Anyway, going back to the root of the matter, C's get degrees is something I say ironically or to make myself feel better. I do not honestly believe it.
Mostly the latter.
To make myself feel better.
More like D's get degrees in your case, so it makes a C seem above average.
There is no number to the amount of dicks that you should suck right now. It's like it's infinite. They should just keep coming in, and you should keep shutting up.
I was gonna say,
because if they're in your mouth, they'll stop talking.
I don't feel like math right now. I was gonna say like
it's
probably impossible to like do all that at once. So yeah.
I'm dead.
Because not enough holes.
Clearly, God, there were so many better ways to word that. But yeah. So that was. I was wanting to bring up the bridge again. Oh, today Zach took all of his paintings and photographed them, so they're.
No, I did that yesterday night. Gosh, get your timelines right.
Except for the one that you framed without taking a picture of today.
Yeah.
Scrub Lord.
Whatever, I should probably send that email soon. I had to do a portfolio shit for theater. Oh, it was a theater class. It's called Theater 490.
Really?
It's a theater class. That's a painting class. That's taught in the music building. Only for architecture students.
And the green grass grows all around, and the green grass grows all around.
So that doesn't, it just logistically just does not make sense.
No, not at all. Wait, it's a theater class of painting for architecture students only?
In the music building.
It's only for architecture students. Only if you declared the major.
Yeah.
You can take that class.
And it's called, like, Playtime with Pam.
Are you serious?
Because you basically go in, you don't get any homework, you just sit in class and you, like, make collages and paint. And it's all abstract, and it's great, and it's the best thing I've ever done with my life.
That's... that high school certificate must feel pretty bad right now. It sounds. I don't know if
it's great.
It doesn't put you down, but it sounds so easy. It sounds like a blow-off class.
It was, but I enjoyed it because I was like, oh, you can't even like art classes like that. You can't even like they're not even blow-off classes because you don't do any work in the first place. It's just like here, have fun with these arts and crafts. And then you just go crazy.
And you have fun with it?
What she says, you're like, because it's all abstract. It's like, wow, that looks cool. It reminds me of the human condition or some other bullshit that you come up with. And,
totally
because everything you do is already, like, it's good, so, yeah.
But, so, the class that you don't have to try in is the one class you were excited to try in?
Yeah. Well, I didn't try. If I tried, I would have gotten, like, done realistic shit.
So you kind of made lines and said, it's abstract.
Yeah, so I tried making good abstract art, which, of course, it's good, because I did it.
Wow. I have 2 hands here if you want to use them to also pat you on the back.
Nah.
Your father's really good at painting, though. I mean, all of these...
That's where I inherited it. Painting, as you can see, it's a genetic
trait
code on your DNA.
Codon?
Code, yeah, whatever. I don't know technology terms.
Crap, no. Technology?
Or biology. It was like...
No, so you see, a codon starts a strand and an anticodon ends a strand.
I don't care. Biology is not my forte anymore.
Dude, biology and psychology, those are my sciences.
I should have done biology, though.
I don't care for
chemistry. Of all the majors I could have done, why did I choose this one?
I don't care for chemistry. I like physics,
I love chemistry,
but I don't care.
That's how you make
care to learn
drugs. You have to know chemistry to do that.
Yep, that's clearly what I would do with that knowledge. But I mean, like,
well, you'd make so much money, it would pay itself off.
I voluntarily took an extra biology course.
I thought you were gonna say you voluntarily took ecstasy, and I'm like, what?
Yes, clearly that's where my statement was going. No, I voluntarily took an extra biology course because I liked the courses. They were a lot of fun. And it just happened to also fit into my graduation requirements. So I was like, hey, awesome. I didn't even learn that till after the fact. But in both my biology classes, I met some pretty awesome people. In fact, one of the girls I met in my biology class, I actually met later again. I saw her again later in yoga.
I was gonna say something completely different.
Wow!
One of the girls I met in my biology class is now mothering my love child.
That's not at all where that was going.
That's where you're going with that.
I thought that's where I was going.
No. But I'm gonna finish my story now.
You can only dig in the hole deeper.
No, I saw her again in my yoga class, and I was like,
and that's where I fucked her.
God damn it, Zach. Not at all. But I saw her again, and I was like, what are the odds of a girl of a person I randomly met in a biology class to appear again in another class?
Wow, it's like people can take one in one class.
Dude, I wouldn't care, Zach. I didn't know that. I figured it was one and done.
Fucking Chuck. One and screw it through.
It's not. God damn it, Zach.
Fun and done.
You're single, right? You're single. I'm surprised at that. No, but I mean, it's just because completely different majors, and like neither of those classes were for our major, but we just happened to take the exact same class. I was like, what are the odds of this? And then by the same ticket, a guy who went.
So you couldn't do a fucking Chuck. Couldn't ditch her.
You're gonna be a great parent.
I'm gonna be great. Yeah, I know I am.
I said that so sarcastically. It was practically physically materializing out of my mouth. But Okay, no. Then by the same token, this guy I met at work training on like January.
God, what kind of people are you hooking up with? You're all over the place.
Yeah, get some consistency. Come on. At least you won't get a love child out of this one.
Why did I say?
Well, you could adopt a love child.
I met this guy at work training by chance. He also happened to be in my yoga class, and we became better friends that way. That's all I was gonna say. There was no penis entering anything.
Better friends.
There were no orifices being penetrated.
I don't know. You could have been the one penetrating.
Alex, is the cap open?
I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know.
During the summer?
He doesn't know.
Go penetrate your butthole.
It was probably that ecstasy that he took willingly. Doesn't even remember. Doesn't remember doing it.
You know, it's kind of weird because I'm watching you sit, but all you're doing is lying right now.
That really that fun physically hurt me. It physically hurt me.
And answer your question.
You feel
it is. I'll be working a few days even when it's not open, but I'm fairly certain the schedule is every Monday and every other Wednesday,
which is really stupid.
But again, I'm not positive. That was all of my own research, which I spent two seconds on.
That's the only time it's open is.
I think so. I can't guarantee.
That is not a very good business model.
That seems silly.
Okay. I mean, I have no effect on it. I can't change it.
I have some power. I'll bring it up next meeting.
But if it was open more, it's like I want to work this summer. Like, I mean, yeah, obviously for money and stuff, but I mean, these past 2 days I have gotten work done for like personal projects, but it's just kind of me and Zach sitting around saying we should do something.
and us doing things like this.
Zach, you were walking around going, "I'm so bored." Like,
and then I clean the house, and now everything's good.
And you're actually doing those hand movements and stuff too.
Fuck me. Dick.
No, thank you. I would rather not.
That's not going to happen anytime soon, Eric. Sorry.
In quoting a friend of mine from last night, no, thank you, sir. I favor the vagina.
I mean, you got the money.
He was drunk when he said it.
I don't see no money.
I'm trying to think of a way to work like C's get degrees into your prostitution and openness, but that's not going to happen, I guess.
Well, I mean, prostitution
is
not always an option.
It's
if you don't get those C's to maintain that degree.
Did you seriously just say prostitution's always an option? You should make that a bumper sticker.
Yeah, I used to say that all the time in high school.
Why? To whom?
To my friends and people I know.
When they would say like how.
I almost said family, but that would have been kind of.
That would have been weird. But wait, like your friends would say like, "Wow, I failed that test," and you would just say prostitution's always.
No, I just say that without context at all. I just kind of like say it.
Why?
Sometimes it would have context, not all the time.
Why?
Because it's always an option. It's a fact.
There was Eric stealing one of my puns again.
Yeah, they don't know that.
They know that. That's one of my puns. If you ever hear Eric make a pun, chances are he was stealing it from me.
Well, because you make every single pun in the world, so technically everybody's stealing it from you.
In the world?
Because you're
in the world, really?
Terrible.
In the world? And admittedly, yes, you do occasionally get an original, and Eric's originals are quite good. They are quite good. But he more often than not just steals mine, and admittedly, I use mine to death. I oversaturate the market with my puns.
Yeah, and thus reducing the value of said puns.
And yet people still laugh. Chances are
people laugh because laughter is the best medicine, and they are physically hurt by your puns.
I swear, sometimes I've lost days of my life hearing a pun. Like they just vanished, like smoking.
It just seems like days are just gone.
Yep.
But no, more often than not, I'm pretty sure people are actually laughing at the fact that I'm laughing at my own joke.
Yeah, stop.
Stop making jokes or stop laughing at them.
Both.
Sorry, it has to be one or the other.
Hey Zach, can we go to the record store tomorrow?
Sure. Wait. Oh yeah. Yeah, we gotta get corks for the 45s.
Oh, and Eric wants to buy Beatles records, I assume.
And what time do you work till, Alex?
I don't work. It's
it's Memorial Day tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I thought you said you worked Monday.
No, I'm going back to my parents' place for food.
What time?
Eventually. That's my schedule.
Oh!
Zombies!
Yeah, this summer it's kind of like...
It's gonna be great, because we're gonna have...
A podcast?
I was gonna say party. They both start with P, so... We're basically the same thing.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having a party here, but it's like... We don't throw parties.
Know anybody.
No, like I said, I know enough people to get the house.
I know enough people
populated.
to get 3 people here.
I could probably get 2. Nah.
Just Allison.
3 of which that actually.
Just want him back home for the summer.
Allison and Paul.
True.
Wait, is Paul here this summer?
Yeah, he's summer RA.
Yeah.
What summer RAs do they have? Like 70?
6.
Why do they need so many? Eli, I can get Eli to come over.
But no, I mean, like, between me, Zach, and Colin, we can get this place pretty...
Well, between me, Zach, and Colin, that's 4 people right there.
Yeah, that's all we need.
And then Eric. You forgot Eric.
Yeah. We literally just need like 4 people.
We live here, guys.
Yeah.
And then you know what we could do? Instead of a party, we just play board games.
Yeah, we have plenty of board games.
Okay with that actually sounds pretty cool to me. I'm not gonna...
All we need
poker.
is...
But I mean, play poker.
If each of us would just invite 2 people, that would be a pretty fun night. And I'm not saying for a party. I mean for like board games and Wii and crap. That would be a pretty fun night.
For board games and weed.
Wii, Nintendo Wii.
Nintendo Wii. They diversified their product lines a lot.
How
did you survive that? That was incredible.
Skill.
Sure.
AKA luck. Oh, by the way, Eric's shooting zombies on Blops 2.
You don't have to put in Blops 2. I'm just shooting zombies right out the window.
Yeah, this is pretty bad. This neighborhood is infested.
During the zombie onslaught, we're making a podcast.
Yeah. What else would we be doing, Alex? Gathering supplies?
Yes.
No, we got everything. We got friendship.
We already have enough supplies. We are some schmucks.
Anyway.
Yeah, we went to the grocery store today.
Yeah.
We got milk.
We have enough ramen
and pasta.
We have enough ramen for years.
Yeah. Actually, last night Zach and I were on the porch and we went through the mail and we got a coupon from Sendix for a free gallon of milk, free bag of pasta, and free olive oil. So we went there today and got free stuff.
Wait, where did the coupon go? Where'd it go?
The 100 thing.
There it is.
Yeah, I moved it.
That's not it. That's not
the $100 thing.
Yes.
There
it is. I found it. $100 wine voucher.
But Zach, we don't drink wine.
Yeah. What better time to start?
No, it's like $100.
It's $100 off a $200 value.
Oh, that doesn't seem
so
like it's
we spend $200 and we save 115 of it.
We still gotta spend $100 on wine.
No, it's actually only like 85 or something like that. You said.
Yeah, it's 180. It's like 9. Yeah, it's 89.
But Zach, we don't drink wine. And
what better time to start?
But we can't buy wine either.
Yeah, I have a $100 voucher right
here. No, we're too young to buy wine.
I don't know. How do they know?
They're gonna card you.
Based on the no, it's online.
Oh,
based on the security of that.
Alcohol online, just a guess.
Yeah.
No,
ship it right to your door.
Kind of like importing.
It's discreet. It's like the Adam and Eve sex toys website. Like you call them,
How often do you go on sex toys websites?
I hear the commercials all the time on Spotify.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Even though when I went to his computer, it would say, "Well, welcome back, Z Simba 21."
That is not my username on that site. Therefore,
on that site, you're wrong. Are you saying you have a username for that site? Your sex toys online.
You're the one who knows.
.gov.
Sextoys.gov.
Soon,
where do you think?
Just wait till I'm president. That's gonna be the next thing.
Oh, Eric, you should go online, and this is gonna sound weird, okay? But you have to do exactly as I say, okay? Go into your search bar and type in buttsex.info.
Okay, what is this?
Should I do this on incognito?
No, you don't have to.
This could either be exactly what I expected it is gonna be, or it could be something just completely unrelated.
It's completely unrelated.
Well, you don't know what I'm expecting.
It takes you right to the Ninja Sax Party YouTube page.
That's horrible.
They sing Dinosaur Laser Fight.
Oh my god, I had people ruin that song for me.
That song is one of the greatest songs ever written.
It's alright, but the person that played it for me is like a total asshat.
He said he loves it. He said he listens to the song every day. It brings him to sleep. It also wakes him up in the morning. He loves that song so much.
No, I don't. I hate things that wake me up in the morning.
What's that?
I hate things that wake me up in the morning. Like my body. I hate my body. Because it always wakes me up at 10.
Even though one of your catchphrases is, "My body is ready."
Yeah, my body is always ready. Which is why it wakes me up at 10 freaking a.m. every day.
That'd be like hardcore sleeping in for me.
Yeah, because you're sad.
That's the adjective most people go with.
Apparently, you can buy wine on Amazon.
Why would you buy? I'd laugh. It's just 28 new, like 5 used, just half used bottles of wine or something.
Buy used wine online.
Probably be pretty cheap.
Do you know what kind of? I mean, it doesn't wake me up, but it's one of the first things I hear when I wake up.
Birds.
Birds.
You're awful.
Yeah, that is a very incorrect adjective. Yeah, it's pretty great. I love it.
You need an adult signature on delivery.
Well, we're all adults.
We're technically all adults.
We're adults.
I think that means 21 over adults.
I don't know.
I'll like forge my parents' signature.
We realize that we just got like audio documentation of you saying, "I'm going to commit fraud," right?
Yeah, whatever. Nobody's gonna listen to this.
I'm gonna send it to everybody I know.
And then you're gonna be an accomplice.
I am not going to partake in any activities illegal or legal.
You're just not going to partake in any
activities?
Nope,
I'm going to sit on the
couch
I'm way ahead of you. Like a potato.
I'm way ahead of you.
Every day of the week?
Actually, wait. You guys made in Zach's words, there are quotes around this. Fucking Chuck jokes. So I'm not sure I want people I know to listen to this.
I've never heard that before, and it's great.
There are so many better words to describe it, like heinous and douchebaggy.
No.
Fucking Chuck.
That's the mean. Just say like love him and leave him. That's the one I learned.
No, that's too lame. That's lame. You gotta build a new vocabulary for this generation.
I don't want a new vocabulary. I'm quite satisfied with the one I have.
It's about the generation. It's about the needs of the population.
This
is about America.
You are saying the population needs to start using the phrase "fucking Chuck."
No, it's gonna start.
That'd be an awesome world to live
in. That is the world in which prostitutes are in the government.
Yeah. How do you know prostitutes aren't already in the government?
Technically,
I said that and I realized after saying it, it left my mouth and I realized this was going to become political.
To make it real.
Damn liberals.
There it is.
Damn liberals.
There's Eric.
To make it real, technically all politicians are prostitutes for special interest.
I saw that coming a mile away.
They're just in it
I
for
saw
the money.
both Eric's bashing on liberals, and I saw that statement. I knew someone was going to make it about how.
Oh god, I watched the newsroom today. Oh, that grinded my gears.
Oh yeah, no, the newsroom is it's written by Aaron Sorkin, who's a very, very left wing person. But I do like the newsroom because I think it's very funny.
Burn it right now. Throw it into the fire.
I mean, it was all right until it started getting political, and I'm like,
yeah, I mean,
God, this is dumb.
The character interactions are both good and funny, and there are some pretty real moments in that theme song though. So I mean, I do watch it for that, but I mean, I'm not gonna try to.
I just don't get like I don't get what they're what writing like. I don't get what he was thinking when he was writing that show, just on like a regular like standpoint.
What do you mean?
Because like the first like part of the season that I've seen is like focusing on the events that were going on, and it's all real. It's based on all real events in like 2011 and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's 2010. Yeah.
So it's like these events already kind of happened. You don't have to like explain them again.
Right. But I mean, it's more of how a group of people react to those events, and then they work in a newsroom, so they have to report it. But no, it's like yeah, it takes real. It goes off real events. Like the first episode, they talk about the BP oil spill, but now they're shifting into the campaigning for the 2012 election, so it's getting very political. But it's like
they're just so like arrogantly smug about themselves.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah.
If it wasn't for all that, I would have been like, oh, whatever, it's all right.
It's a very the interactions, the dialogue is very fast paced. Apparently, that's like an Aaron Sorkin thing, but I like that. It's like it's just people talk, and then that's the end of the conversation kind of thing. It's nice. It's
like Italians. That was racist.
Yeah, I'm offended by it.
I don't care.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I would still say it's a good show, and I enjoy watching it, but I also would never recommend it to somebody. I'll watch it.
It's kind of harsh.
No, because
I like it, but I never recommend it.
Well, because if I say this is a great show, you should go watch it, then suddenly people are going to think, are you like a hardcore liberal? And
you're insane.
I couldn't care less about politics for various reasons here and there, but so that's why I wouldn't do it.
This thing on our radiator fascinating.
For lack of a better term, it would label me. In a
Stop trying to put the conversation back on track.
Yes, how dare I? It would label
floral,
me.
It's like a floral pattern. Like nipple on a radiator. I like it.
Nipple?
That's what?
Knob.
What knob, nipple? What's the difference?
Nipple's a good word.
I was just saying.
See, it's 2-1.
I was looking to Eric for help, and of course he sided with Zach. Naturally.
Yeah, because I don't know what I was gonna say.
Well, Zach, this is your podcast. This is the Zach podcast.
Yeah, and I don't know what is going on. It's just like usual.
That's actually pretty factual. Well, we've been talking for a good 40 minutes.
Well, we gotta keep going.
That's my quota for the week.
Well, yeah. Is it your quota for the strong?
Oh my god, you haven't heard my...
That's the sound of Alice being strangled.
Yeah, that's what that was.
You haven't heard some of my newer puns that I've come up with.
Some of your newer puns? Did you add some to the arsenal?
I added one to the arsenal, and I've been overusing the fuck out of it.
I wonder what that's like.
Whenever it's like, and it always happens to be on the weekend when it comes up, but like if somebody will be doing something like dumb, or not dumb, but like something where they like can't hang out or something, and I'm like, well, that's for the week, and it's the weekend, and I laugh at myself every time, and I feel ashamed.
And yet, when I make a pun and I laugh at myself, I get death threats and evicted from the house.
Puns are shit, though.
Says the guy who steals them and uses them at every chance he gets.
Damn.
No, seriously. Yeah, from Eric's stories, and actually they were here when they said it. Eric is also getting to the point where he's using my puns over and over again, and people are telling him...
Because it's a disease.
People are telling him, you've already used that one too many times. And I was like...
People are telling me, like, Alex, you said that pun, you can't say anymore. Damn.
Oh, that's what they're saying?
Oh, yeah, Alex is impulsive.
Alex is impulsive, yeah, that's surprising.
Only people like know you and your friends.
Well, what's great, though, is that, seriously, with everyone who I become pretty good friends with who doesn't already...
They give you death threats.
No. It's I spend time with them. Actually, yes, death threats happen. Like, and I make a lot of puns, and they give me, "Oh, you suck," and then the death glares and stuff. But then
no big deal. I'm just getting death threats from my friends.
It happens. Oh, I'm getting the death threats from my roommates right now.
You're doing it wrong. That's
No, but then later they'll talk to me or they'll text me and they'll say, yeah, I made a pun yesterday and my friends say I'm spending too much time with you. I have had that conversation a good like more times than I have fingers on one hand. It's
fine. I think 5 would have been easier to say.
Wow, that's almost as many friends as you have.
Why do you guys say things you know?
4 of them are in this house, and one of them is you.
At least I'm living with my friends. Acquaintances, whatever.
I don't know, the one's imaginary.
The one's imaginary. Okay. This is what I have to deal with on a near daily basis.
Near daily.
Admittedly.
Count your blessings.
Yeah, we're great.
Count them right now.
So many more fitting adjectives.
There's 2
Admittedly,
right
I chose to live with them, so I suppose it is my own fault.
Self-torture.
Self-torture? Masochism?
Yeah.
Wait, no, that would imply that I get pleasure from this.
Yeah, you do.
We all know it. Now it's on video tape.
You got pleasure from that. You're gonna have an adopted baby from your.
Tape. It's on tape.
It's not. This is not. Okay,
it's
whatever.
on tape.
If
on file.
On file. There we go. That'd be the best way to put it.
It's on file. I'm gonna email it to all my friends to go viral.
Okay, I'll just post it to Facebook. Or you can have Zach's podcast posted to Facebook.
Okay. Any poor sap watches the whole thing.
Listen
so
to the whole thing.
They have less.
Ooh, my phone's
life than we do, which right now is. How should I put it? Not much.
We talked about so many interesting things. Zach, you don't have friends. Who are you texting?
Oh, my dad's calling me.
Oh yeah, that's kind of
I'll
natural.
wait until after the podcast.
Oh no, I was just saying we can always just cut this part out. Starting now, and we're back. How was your phone call, Zach?
Annoying. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool.
Blah.
Eric, are you still playing zombies?
No, he's
like 20 minutes ago.
Oh, I'm gonna play.
We can play GTA 5.
We can play GTA 5 when we're done with the podcast because it would distract you.
And I'll be napping.
Dude.
No, didn't we guide? We could upload sick vids of us on GTA 5. I was gonna say cinco, but I couldn't think of the Spanish word for 5 in time.
What's the French word for? Aren't you with French?
Song. I don't know. I don't even remember.
You know the Spanish better than the
4
French.
years of French. And
5
I don't
stars.
remember 5.
5 stars, Zimba.
Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq.
You're a twat.
I'm done. Your mom's a twat.
Dude, why do you play inverted? This is the most nonsensical thing anyone's ever done ever.
The professionals play inverted. Ask any of them.
Really?
What professionals do you know? Professional what? Professional
sucker
losers.
Professional losers.
That'd be a great.
Getting
I
paid
wish I
to
could do that.
Getting paid to lose? Yeah, that sounds pretty easy.
Well, I'm an architecture major. I'm halfway there.
As in you're getting paid or you're losing?
I'm losing. I'm not getting paid though.
Look at all these zombies. You know, zombies are kind of becoming
mainstream.
I'm becoming jaded from the idea of zombies. It's like they aren't even like a monster to me anymore. They're just a staple of society. The idea that people of games, of shows, of movies having a zombie in them in some form. It's like, oh yeah, naturally, because there's just so much of it. It really needs
overexposure, man.
The market is oversaturated.
Just like the pun market in this area.
Exactly. In this area, you mean this house, right?
And I mean, your puns make up the amount of puns the entire city of Milwaukee makes in like a year. So it's like, you're disrupting the local pun market here.
Dude, that makes me like a freaking superpower. I am a pun superpower.
If that's what you want to call it.
That is what I want to call it. It makes me feel important.
Well, you shouldn't feel important.
You know, I actually haven't played GTA 5. I played 4, and I had fun with that. And
I don't even remember. I don't even think I played 4.
And I have San Andreas on my Xbox, but I've never played 5 yet.
What are you doing with your life?
I just remember
fun.
It was like the biggest deal when it came out.
Yeah, it's still the biggest deal because it's great and I love it.
Dude, do you actually play the game for the story?
No, I play it to fucking drive around and like run over hookers.
Seriously, no. Ask Eric. That is exactly what I called the game. They shouldn't call it Grand Theft Auto. They should call it Steal a Car and Beat Up a Hooker because that's what people play it for.
Why beat him up when you could just run him over with the car you stole? It's more efficient.
Because I think about efficiency when I'm killing my prostitutes.
Yeah, it's a business.
A business?
Yeah.
Prostitution's the business. Killing them's not.
Well, if you're the police, what a better way to get rid of the prostitutes?
You can then kill them?
Yeah, you kill him as final solution.
Eric, you're a future cop. Don't listen to him.
You're a descendant of the Third Reich. You should know this better than anybody. It's the final solution.
Okay, I mean, I know, Eric, you've heard the story a trillion times, but I might as well tell it. I might as well tell it just for those who don't know.
Because we're not going to publish this, I don't think, are we?
I'm going to publish this.
What's next? Your brother walking outside in the
I have a strategy.
Or something?
No, okay. Oh, yeah.
temperature change?
And the brother getting
Dear
cold.
God.
Yeah. Those are the two I say
the
most.
I had a nickel every time I heard that, I wouldn't have to go to work.
Wait, I haven't told the brother cold story in freaking years.
I haven't heard that one.
Years.
Oh, you're a lucky man.
Okay, no, Third Reich. So it's very short. My mother's maiden name is Reich. She was the third kid born in her family. I'm a descendant of the Third Reich. That's all it is.
That is just a story based on a pun, which is
hardly.
Sadly,
it is fact.
Not surprising.
It is fact. But oh crap, I died.
Oh, I thought that was Eric playing. I'm like, wow, you're playing so good in the last round. What the hell happened?
Oh wow, thank you that. No, and then my brother getting cold story. Like I'm essentially immune to overheating. Like I can still get warm and crap, but I never think, oh my god, I'm dying from all this heat. I don't know what's happening.
I watch that when it's 70 degrees out.
It's why I can wear jeans year round and wear jeans in Costa Rica, wear jeans in Hawaii. It's like because the heat doesn't bother me. But my brother sweats at the drop of a hat. Like he like.
What kind of temperature indicator does that mean?
I don't know. The thing is, he can sweat going outside in the middle of winter wearing a tank top and shorts. He's just a naturally warm person. I was gonna say hot, but then he would just get an ego boost.
I was gonna say that would sound a bit incestuous.
Why do I give you any opportunities to say stupid things that may make me sound bad? Where was I going with that? Yeah, so it's like our genetic makeup. My mother is consistently cold, and my father is.
He was also cold to me. I was always dead to him.
No. My father loves me very much, but he's kind of median, I guess. But he also gets warm relatively easily. So it's like, where did we get our temperature tolerance or
probably the years of living in Wisconsin.
Well, they've lived in Wisconsin their whole lives too. The only person in my immediate family who has lived outside of Wisconsin is my brother, but he's moving back literally today. So I don't know. I don't know where it happens.
I was gonna say something clever, but I couldn't think of anything.
Yeah, that's probably the story of your life.
Not really, just the story of that second.
Of that second? Or is it the story of that first? Okay, I think that's a pretty... No, we can still talk about
that. That was a pretty awful pun.
That was a pretty great pun.
That was why we make fun of you.
No, there are a lot of reasons you guys make fun of me.
Yeah, that's the main one.
Scratching the surface.
I feel so loved in this household. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you're on your way out. Live on the porch.
Living on the porch?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, seriously, I have an extra blanket. I'll at least give you that.
On one of the first days that we were moved in, I made a pun, and of course Zach and Eric were like, "Oh God, kill him, kick him out." You guys, the three of you.
Colin, you have a bedroom.
You got a three-way vote. You all voted to evict me, and Colin was gonna get my new room. You're gonna get my room for his new room. It was hurtful. I admit. I may have wept on the spot. I may have wept on the spot. Oh wow! Thank you for that. But Colin is is possibly going to be moving out in September.
Moving 3 doors down, you mean?
Yeah, 3 doors down. Speaking of 3 doors down, whatever happened to them?
They just punked themselves out. They were so hardcore that they just kind of...
I would not consider them punk or hardcore.
Yeah, they're not.
I would consider them just...
rock. They're like...
Yeah, just rock.
No, it's like...
alternative, maybe.
No, it's not rock, because it's like scene rock, because it's the kind of rock that all the scene kids listen to.
So kind
of like... I think that's like, oh... It's they're kind of like Jimmy Eat World, like...
Wait.
I like Jimmy Eat World, though.
Yeah, I like them
opens on Wednesday. Fuck. Wait, was
Congratulations.
I seriously have no idea how I'm gonna make it through the day now.
Was it I gotta look now. Was it the 18th to the 25th or 18th?
But no, dude, Jimmy Eat World song Sweetness, you could pretty much put that on bread with peanut butter, because that is my jam. Seriously, I freaking love the song Sweetness. When they...
Oh my god. I didn't get that for a minute, and then I'm like, well, I feel the brain tumors respawning.
I feel the brain tumors. No, seriously, I saw them at Summerfest, and that song, admittedly, their whole performance was kind of lackluster. They came, they sang, they went off stage, they came back for an encore, they left. That's all it was. But when they did that song... That's what
basically every concert is, though.
No,
okay,
dude.
It's Tuesday, guys, don't worry. K opens on Tuesday.
Oh, good, my palms can stop sweating, and I can take it off the milk carton.
No,
dude, Third Eye Blind, they put on a freaking amazing show, and
probably wasn't as good as the Hives.
Why did you shake when you said
that? Because I am obsessed with the Hives.
I like to see Hollywood and Dad.
But you know who else had a boring show? Arctic Monkeys.
Arctic Monkeys were great. You're just lame.
True that.
I'm lame, but this is not why I'm lame. No, I mean, don't be wrong. Their music, I can see the appeal. I find it a bit boring for me, but I would never take it away from anybody.
Lame.
But their performance was just like Jimmy Eat World. They came, they played, they left. It was like, well,
they're pretty good, honestly.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, like I listened to them live, and then I heard the CD, and they were really good.
But the best performers still. It's a toss up between Kaiser Chiefs and the Hives. The Hives were fantastic.
You are saying the names of bands that no one's ever heard of ever.
Actually, British people probably know.
Well, believe
the Yogscast sang Ruby, which is by the Kaiser Chiefs, and they performed that song live when I saw them.
That's a cool story, Zach. You should keep talking about it.
Yeah, I am.
I'd like to hear more.
Yeah, well, anyway.
But I was talking about
the house
earlier, and you want to hear about that.
Hey, Alex, he wants to hear more, so I got to continue the story.
Go for it.
So, junior year of high school, like during finals week, I was like, fuck school. Me and my dad was like, yeah, let's go to the concert, because my dad likes my music because I make him listen to it in the car. And then we went to the Kaiser Chiefs at the House of Blues in Chicago, and it was awesome.
In Chicago?
Chicago.
Oh yeah, dude, that must have been nice, like living near Chicago, but not like in it, because I'm sure there are a lot.
No, because then we get all their Democrats.
Liberals?
Yeah.
I was just gonna say all damn liberals.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure that the political alignment of you two could not be any clearer. When Eric refers to them just as liberals, it has so much distaste in there. He might as well have been eating burnt food.
It is.
Oh my God, it's awful.
It's like too much salt on
I can't handle it. I've been in an arts program for too long.
Nice.
That was kind of
You're terrible. You're getting progressively worse.
Well, I'm also focusing on talking right now.
You're doing a bad job of that too.
I'm doing a great job of talking. Oh, my stuttering would make it different. But I can still. I
want to talk about liberals some more.
Not a little.
We need a podcast about that. Be a three-parter.
Kind of political podcast.
Like a not minutely thing.
It would seriously just be you talking about how much you hate the liberals and Obama. That's all you would talk about.
Wait, you're talking about Obama? God.
God, the liberals are one thing, but Obama, holy shit.
That's a whole other category.
We are not a political podcast.
Yes,
but
we'll make it political.
I'd rather not, because I get bored talking about politics. Like I can say this, that, and the other thing, but it's like, oh God, why are we still talking about this? I'd rather talk about literally anything else.
You missed a perfect...
no, literally anything else.
I was going to say you missed an opportunity for a pun, but you can't say it because I pointed it out. It's a game now. I got 1 point.
It doesn't matter who has how many points. You're still going to be the loser. Oh!
That's what losers say right there.
I regret nothing. Okay.
It's not how many points you have, it's how you play the game.
That's how the loser. That is how Scrubs.
That's what you basically just said.
That is what Scrubs and kindergarten teachers say.
Said the person that just said that, basically.
No.
Sincerely.
No, I was just trying to word it in a way that I could burn you. That's all I was doing.
But you can't, because I am unburnable. I was going to say untouchable, but that doesn't apply to fire. But you can't, actually, you can't really touch fire, because it's like... It's energy, yeah. Yeah, it's energy. It's not a physical object. Wow, we can have a science...
I would do a science podcast.
Political, humor... Podcast.
Not political.
Gun podcast.
We can talk guns. I'd be fine talking guns, but I would not want to hear you talk about how the liberals are oppressing your Second Amendment right.
Well, it is true.
I know they are. Damn liberals.
My God, I'm not gonna let this end on a political note because, like, oh God, no one wants to hear about this.
Yeah, except everybody who's intelligent hates liberals. It's synonymous. Or if they stupid, I'd say liberals.
Just like in high school, nobody I knew in the honors classes was dumb enough to be a Democrat.
See,
Zach, put a GTA 5. Fine, I'll do it.
No, the best. I'm all the way over here. Why should I put it in? No, the best was. Have you ever
over here.
like in the when you're playing whatever, if you have a house, you can like watch TV in your house. If you actually watch the television shows they have for GTA 5,
yeah,
they're so funny. They are. Oh my god, they're great.
Yes, because when I play video games,
No,
I want to watch TV.
you seriously need to watch it. It's hilarious. Like, I'm not even kidding. Have you seen them?
I haven't played GTA 5.
Same with the radio stations. All the announcers, they always say really funny shit.
Yeah, that's happened in a few of the games.
I want to play.
No, you didn't.
I thought we were gonna end. I want to end the podcast so I can play GTA 5.
Well, the podcast is still going on because you guys insist on keeping it political, and I don't want to end it
Oh,
politically.
It's not. You just brought it back to politics now.
Download now and see if you have room somewhere.
Well, I can just not download it yet.
No, I don't think I'll let you play. Bitch, choose another device.
No, I'm just not gonna download it.
That works too.
As long as you're not playing it online, it shouldn't bother.
Wednesday or Thursday?
I work every day this week except for Monday.
What time?
Well, nobody works Monday because it's a.
Except Eric. I work.
Except Eric works.
I work tonight. I work during the day.
I'm off.
On
It varies between
holiday.
1 and 2:30.
That was a
Something.
really
Something.
butchered version.
Like what?
Mostly because. Are you shitting me? Okay,
8
well, you're not
gigs?
playing Grand Theft Auto 5 until I can reformat some hard drives to make some space.
No, I'll grab my hard drive. We can play it online.
Okay. Yep, there's an even better idea. It's already on there. Remember Anthony installed it?
On my hard drive?
Yeah.
No, he bought his own for that. I thought.
Oh, but he had. What did he use mine for a while? I don't know. I might have deleted it. Well, we should do something on Wednesday/Thursday because I have literally.
When do you?
Nothing
Oh, I was
to
gonna
do.
say when do you get off, but you
I
have
don't work.
nothing.
I don't work at all. I'm bored of my mind.
I get off at 4. On Wednesday, I get off at 2:30.
We should have our first board game night. I guess Colin will be here.
Well, I mean, what?
You
I
missed
don't
the
even know. He was really unsure about that. I don't even know if he's. I don't know when he's coming back. But
You missed the opportunity for bonding when we were doing the Zelda puzzle.
How was D&D?
No, we only started by characters.
We still have to make your character, and we have to make one more. We have to make Eric Rasmussen's character. Herrick.
Can I just do
Like
my hard drive
North
business now? Good.
No.
Oh.
What are you doing? I don't even care.
See,
I
told
close-
you, that's how a lot of your...
I'm gonna close some blinds.
This is gonna be
So the neighbor, we don't get no peeping toms.
with our GTA 5.
Yeah, they gotta watch us and like jerk off to our GTA 5 because we're so good.
You know, I was gonna say, you know, we could probably just end the podcast now, but then he said they're just gonna jerk off to our GTA 5, and I was like, no.
There are some fucked up people in the world,
Well,
especially in the Democratic Party.
why?
Amen to that.
Why?
Damn, Lord.
Okay.
Now because of your admitted disdain for us bringing it back to politics, we're just gonna bring it back to politics every
I
5
think
seconds.
politics.
I have a
This podcast will never end.
I have a disdain and I have a datdane.
Okay, now we're ending it.
Yeah, and then for that laugh over right out the window.
No, dude, you know,
You're lucky you're tall and heavy and we can't like punch you.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
we could.
actually not heavy. Like,
He's scrawny.
yeah, like every single person who picks me up says, "Wow, I really didn't expect you to be this light."
People shouldn't
I'm
pick me
not
up that
gonna pick
often.
you up, so I don't care.
Well, no, I mean, because like, well, yeah, like, obviously it seldom happens, but it's because they assume I'm just gonna be really heavy because of how tall I am. But no, I'm not. I'm like I have like bird bones, so.
And
That explains your obsession.
bird biceps and arms and legs.
You're just a bird. A bird who has
I'm
somehow.
seeing no muscle, Eric.
You're like
those gains. Oh,
You're like Meowth. You're like a bird who has just learned English somehow, but instead of Meow, in Meowth's case, it's a Pokemon.
That actually is a new one. I have been called on more than one occasion by separate people a baby giraffe.
Oh, what do they call all tall people? I got that.
Do you feel special, Zach?
No,
Is that
I
what it
don't,
is?
because they call
Are
all
you
tall people that.
Are you trying to steal my thunder? Is that what's going on?
No, you don't have any thunder.
he's trying to steal your lightning.
Oh,
That wasn't a
that
pun!
was almost as bad as one of his.
That wasn't a pun.
That was bad though. They're so small.
If it makes you feel any better, it was really bad. No, because I have to install an update on my Xbox. Because I have like 5 consoles in my room, but I only play N64. I've only played N64 so far. I'm playing Ocarina of Time.
We should have like a video game / board game night, like Wednesday or Thursday.
We just can't play Mario Party.
It'd be
You
really.
can play Mario Party again, and my phone might die.
someone might literally get killed.
Somebody might die as he holds a knife menacingly at Alex.
Oh yeah, because we can actually say that you're holding a knife right now.
I am holding a knife.
Because there were other times when you would have them and we weren't.
That's right, ladies. He knows how to use a knife.
He knows how to use a knife.
Ooh, almost cut myself.
Yeah,
never mind. He does not know how to use the knife.
That thing is probably as sharp as my wits.
So really extremely dull.
It's actually razor sharp.
Exactly.
Probably to shave with it.
I'm gonna have my 4th can of Sunkist today.
What part of that seemed like a good idea to you?
Well, it wasn't even open. That's the thing. It scared me. I hurt myself.
Okay, well clearly this has just become 3 guys rambling and we're no longer talking about anything. So I think it's a good place to end Zach's podcast. Once again, I'm not Zach.
Night sluts.
And this is Eric. Zach, at least get in the room to say goodbye. God damn it. I'll wait.
Wait, what am I saying?
He's waiting.
Say bye, Zach.
Bye, Zach.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
You see what I did there?
I saw it was great.
You are a cancer on this earth.